Hello, hi everyone. Hi. Welcome in. Hi everybody. I was literally just like vibing a little too hard to the song. I'm like, oh yeah, I should start. I was like, oh yeah, this is a great song. Yeah, this is awesome. I love it. I don't know. I feel like it's really one of those where I'm like, I've been in such a just a chill vibe mood that I'm like, oh yeah, I should just start. I should start. Hey, thank you for the watch stream. Why, hello there. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Lurking. Hi, Ella. Hi, Little Cookie. Hi, Mental. Hi, Raina. Hi, Senna. Hi, Lyronix. Welcome. Hello, hi, Cat. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi, JB. How you doing? Hi, Angel. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. I was like, I feel like, okay, here's the thing. I've been really in a good yappy, like chill mood since like I've taken my, the new elixir that works really well. I'm not anxious about like almost anything, and it's really wild as a feeling, you know? Hi. They made you change your name. Well, welcome in. Hi, welcome back. What a... That's crazy. That's really funny. But welcome back. Hi. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm glad that the medicine's starting to really set in. It's one of those days where it's like, I know that, there's been times where I'm like really anxious, but it's like the anxiety that I used to feel like really all the time never really helped me with anything, right? I was going around flexing it. Well, maybe they caught wind or something, you know? Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, it's all good for the elixirs, bro. And I'm like, I can't explain it, but like legitimately, it's not just that the elixirs have been helping the anxiety. Like I've been sleeping better. I've been feeling a lot more motivated, inspired, and creative. And that's crazy to me, man. It's very fun. Yeah. Also, hi. I'm Mono. Welcome. Thank you for the 7 watch streak. And also everybody that's doing their dailies lurking and stuff. Very much appreciated. Yeah. You guys have been very sweet recently. And I'm like, I can't explain it. But I do feel like the vibes in stream have been like some of the best they have been for a very long time. And I have, the chat to thank for that. I have you guys all to thank for that, like the people that have been here for like a long time, but also like the new people that actually do just get the vibe, right? Yeah. It's crazy when solving one thing solves everything. It feels like it really was like one of the key things that was like, I said this a long time ago. I don't remember how long ago. It feels like it's one of those things from way back when I was like first starting stream, like in, September, that it's like, God, once I have the confidence and I don't have the social anxiety, it's over for all of you. It's over for all of you fucks. I'm gonna be powerful and you're not gonna be able to stop me. Oh my God. You can't stop me once I get going, okay? Yeah, because because then I'll be like, you know, not actually worried about anything and just go full send content mode. Proud of you, buddy. Oh man, I mean, I still have like some anxieties, but it's like, you know, a lot less. Overpowered Hooty arc. Yeah, I'm very much getting there. I'm very much getting there. Also, hi. Hi. I feel sorry. It's like when I read your name, I was like, I thought it was Boom Shakalaka. But welcome in. Hi, Boom. Welcome. Hope you're good. Thank you for coming by saying hi. I do love Limes' emotes. I actually asked Limes at some point, like, where her emotes, like, some of them were, like, coming from. And it was that she commissioned somebody that doesn't normally do animations. Boomy. Okay. No worries. I'll try to keep that in mind. Yeah, but welcome in. I was just saying, I got new medicine and it's finally starting to settle in and have a, you know, its effects work where it needs to, and it feels really cool. I don't know, like I feel like there's been so long where I hold myself back, and it's not even intentional, and I just want to do more and more now. So hell yeah. Hello, hi, welcome in, welcome back, nothing. You doing? Happy Monday, guys. You guys having a, you know, I know that a lot of people use the stream as like background noise whilst they're working or like doing things. I hope you're having a good day. You know what it is, really? I think with the, sorry, welcome in. I love Yowie Yum. That's so true. Welcome in. I am Hooty Hoo, and I endorse this message. I endorse this message. Incredible. Wonderful. Welcome in. You're amongst peers. Actually, I feel like I haven't had a lot of great yaoi recommendations recently. Sorry, I got distracted. But I was gonna say, I feel like I'm really a lot more in control of like how I'm feeling recently. And it's really nice. Like I'm in more control of things. Despite like, you know, the world is still in chaos, but, you know, despite that all, you know, we're still doing good. Yeah. The most relatable username ever. Yeah. The yum part is like what sells it. Do we just call you Yowie or what? You know, I feel like it would be one of two things. It's either we call you Yowie or we call you Yum. And I feel like it depends, because both are very much dependent on how comfortable you are. Welcome in. Hi. I've been having just like some good vibes recently. I actually had like a really good big meal today, and I still have like leftovers after stream, right? Full name every time. Yeah, full Twitch mandated name. Yeah. Feels right. Okay. Keep that in mind. Just exist. Don't blame me for anything. You know, it's never a problem for people to just be in here, right? Ow. Sorry. Am I getting too like ahead of myself? I don't think so. I think the vibes have been pretty immaculate with the times recently. We were playing Voices of the Void yesterday. And if you don't know, that's one of those sort of spooky games It's not the scariest, but because I specifically played it on a specific day that the game decides to do some weird stuff. It's really one where I'm like, oh my god, the game is it's really hit or miss depending on like whether or not you get your shit together early on. But it's not like I can't keep going with it. It's more just like, oh my god, I chose a specific day that I didn't even realize. Oh my god. Very, very silly. But I'm like, I like spooky games. The problem is that a lot of like spooky games recently, right? There are a lot of like mascot horror. And I don't really feel like that's my vibe, right? Mm-hmm. You guys have been like, those that watch other people that might play horror games, you think that there's like a few games that maybe like, I still would enjoy despite it being like mascot or like, I don't know, like any sort of recommendations. I'm always like pretty open, but I'm also like, it's hit or miss really. I'm a little over mascot horror. I kind of feel the same. Like I don't really feel like it's my vibe because it's like, I don't know, I've never been the type that enjoys stuff like Chuck E. Cheese and stuff. And that was like kind of the premise in general. So I'm like, or like Poppy's Playtime, or like I just fervently have never enjoyed anything out of Garten of Banban stuff. God, have you seen that? It's just slop. If anything should be called slop, it's that, in my opinion. Yeah, the cash grab kind of games. I feel like it's one of those. Okay, so like, there's a lot that are just full send, like trying to bank on like the hype, basically, right? I do feel like a lot of mascot horror feels that same way. So that's part of why I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to dive into like Five Nights at Freddy's unless it's like, or stuff like it, just because of it's like, I don't know, it's not something I personally see myself enjoying, right? Also, the way certain games have been released, I don't really enjoy the episodic releases, right? I don't feel like releasing episode 1 of a video game, blah blah blah, is great as a thing. It just feels like, So hi, welcome in, hi Trash, welcome. Chapter system's annoying. I don't know why it started, but like the fact that there's a lot of games that do it nowadays, I don't enjoy that. Not you calling me trash. Well, MCP, I'm sorry if that's more of what, like, it's in your name, brother. It's like me if I was going around and being like, I'm sorry, not you calling me Hooty. It's like, brother, Hooty's in your name. Tash? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. You can kill me now. You can kill me now. You can turn me into like actual ash and like disintegrate me. I'm so sorry. Oh no. That's my bad, bro. That is entirely my bad. Sometimes I read too fast and I see words, and that's nobody's fault. Oh no, bro. God. That's messed up. That's messed up. I'm so sorry. If there's not much I can do to like redeem myself there, bro. I'm so sorry, bro. Oh, I swear. Oh. Man. Welcome in, hi Tash. My bad. My bad. Entirely. Entirely. I've misread so many people's names. I've missaid people's names that I'm even reading correctly. I'm just like... oh, I don't even know, man. It just starts to be like... it's a consistent issue I have, bro. I'm so sorry. Oh man, there's like a long time chat, like one of the first like people to subscribe to this place, right? One of the founders, I misread their name entirely and they're still here from like years ago, bro. Oh no, bro. Welcome in. Hi everybody. I do apologize. I'm awake. I'm just like, sometimes like I just misread and it just falls into like the worst misreading ever, bro. Like it's very silly. One of my longtime watchers here is somebody named Nanoe, and I had to like ask every single time how they pronounced their name for like, I feel like a good solid year. Hooty who underscore VT. There's no underscore between. It's just the VT, which I still would like to have removed at some point, but like somebody has VT, oh, like without, yeah. Have a Discord? I do. We do have a we have a community Discord, it's true. Nano is very sweet. But yeah, I've had to ask their like how they pronounce their name every time for like a long time until it like stuck in my head, bro. It was very, very silly. It was one where I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, it was just like something I couldn't understand how it was pronounced. My brain just didn't work that way. It's very silly. But guys, I feel like names, sometimes it feels like sometimes it feels like it really colors like my mental image of something, right? Like if you have like a really like refined name, then I'm like, oh, you're so like put together, right? Or like, you know, having like a first last name as a username, but it's like a fantasy character name. That's fun. Fan art, oh my god, thank you. I don't always get fan art, so it's always very, very sweet whenever that you know anybody does fan art. There's also more like, how do I explain? I have reference pictures of the design that will eventually be full design in the Discord as well. If you've not seen that, it's very pretty. I have conjured up the image myself. Did some of that myself, and it's very cool. If you've not seen it, wow, it's very, very cool. This is the full look that will eventually be happening. It is currently in the progress. I actually, the artist is still making the sketch going, and it already looks so good. It's very, very, very cool. Also, welcome in, Hyson. Welcome in. Also, Pixie. Welcome in. Very good. I like the way this looks so much. I know that I show it off like a lot, but it's the fact that, like, you know, for those that have been here for a very long time, it has been like years in the making, sadly. But you know, now it's actually, you know, working in progress. It's going. It's not just an idea. It's happening. Model's very pretty and handsome. Oh, thank you. You did so good with the design. Yeah, I feel like super confident in like the way this looks. And the artist that I have in mind, or not in mind, in progress, is actually like really very cool. So I love it. I love it. The gold accents. Yeah. So as the night owl, I will be like a lot more like magically inclined. But I've been inspired by like so much. I'm like, I don't want to change it, but I've been seeing like so many things that have been inspiring me, like for more outfit ideas. And I'm like, oh, I can't change it now. But well, I mean, it's not that I can't. It's actually like pretty easy if I wanted to like do little tweaks before it's finalized. But this one is fairly finalized. Yeah. Yeah, keep it up for the next one. Yeah, I do have like a lot of like good ideas. Almost one. I do appreciate you coming by, saying hi. Good night, Dash. Not everyone like shaming me for the name at some point. Very sorry again. But get some good sleep. I appreciate you. Oh man. I will never forget your name. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You did nothing and yet you made an impact, so appreciate you. Hell yeah. I was gonna show you guys again because I love showing this off. But here's without the hat and the jacket as well. Very good stuff. You can... I know that it's probably something that won't be seen a lot, but I'm kind of like really happy with something stupidly small detailed that I added like only recently in comparison to the rest of the design. I don't know if you've realized it, but like I love my tail feathers. It's so stupidly small of a detail, but I love my stupidly tiny tail feathers. It's like fun to me, and I'm like, I doubt there's going to be like much going on with the you know, like that being shown in the full look. Yeah. But I think it'll be very fun. Look, DuckTales. Well, it's like, you know, they're proportionate to the rest of my bird form, my wings and my tufts on top of my head. You know. Good stuff. I was thinking of like other outfit stuff at some point. Because to start off, I'm gonna yap a little about inspiration because that's kind of like the subject of my thoughts recently. I think a lot of my inspiration has been like, I want to make something really cool and good, but also I would like it so that it really encompasses my passions. I feel like I'm very much I enjoy like modern day stuff. It's interesting. It's not quite always been my thing to like have like cool modern fashion, but to me, like mixing a bit of fantasy magic stuff with the modern stuff has been like such a fun like challenge for outfits. Like it makes it more fun to like have a bit of like, how do I make this but like with a twist, you know? And I've been really enjoying like conception, like making things work that way, you know? A ducktail is crazy. I have owls don't have like gigantic tail feathers, okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm more fluff than anything, okay? So my tail feathers and my wings need to match. You got great feathers, thank you. I, you know, try to use conditioner and stuff where I can, yeah. More outfit stories media with like modern fantasy, yeah. Still cars with magic, yeah. I like the ideas that I've been really like brewing up. I have, you know, written a lot of stuff that I think people will enjoy if I ever explore it more. And I do want to. But it's like, it will be something eventually, but not presently, you know? Like the idea of, you know, major sports or stuff involving like, instead of like ball sports, it's like still primarily combat. So it's like jousting instead of like football. You write. It's very loosely like not writing. It's like world building. You know what I mean? Like I'm not great with like a concise story. I have at some points, but it's like not. I wouldn't say I'm not great with it past a point. Like I can do a short story okay as long as it's like fiction. It was more towards like, instead of like writing like a fan fiction, etc., it'd be more closer to like scene direction, if that makes sense. Like here would be like the cinematography direction of something, right? Where I'm like, oh, the camera moves in and then this happens, because I'm like, I can imagine it in my head. A story with like full arcs and stuff, I'm not exactly the best for that, unfortunately. But I would certainly try at some point, at least working with people, and then like, you know, have my basic outline and then work with some people to have it more consistent. I've tried, but it's never been like the biggest thing for me. Like I've wanted to write short stories or like comics, and because I've always had like characters I want to write about. Welcome back. Hi. We were talking about writing or like stories, you know. I was saying though is that I used to have a lot of like characters and OCs that I wanted to like write about, and I'll tell you, one of the ideas had like for the longest time has always been like a modern fantasy stuff, and I've always wanted to like when I was younger, I saw that people were doing stuff like webtoons, yeah. And it's very, very interesting. I never had the free time to actually pursue that, but it's always been so interesting to see from like afar. Mm-hmm. So it's very, very cool. Yeah. I never had the chance to though. But yeah, I think that genuinely the stuff for world setting stuff that I have, I think people would enjoy. At least like in the sense it's like I can do stuff like if it were to be like a D&D like tabletop fantasy setting, it would be like pretty fleshed out by this point. Where I have like some ideas all like laid out. And then, you know, how the world functions. Mm-hmm. I'm to work on the story. Yeah. I think that's like always some of the most time consuming stuff is like actually sitting down and writing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's really interesting though. So I'm excited for the future when I can like actually do more than just like sit around like thinking about this and like get some people to help me work on it like ground like functionally. So eventually, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not to mention time crunch. Yeah. Hi, Docs. Welcome in. Yeah, the time that it takes to do a lot of things. Oh man, I have so many things that I want to do, but it's always now to a matter of time. Mm-hmm. I do find myself having a lot more time in the morning now, but it's like crazy because I wake up way earlier than I've been like thinking I should. But I'm like still so rested. It's crazy, bro. How you guys doing? Welcome if you're just joining us. We're gonna be yapping mostly today. If we're doing anything besides just yapping today, I might actually do a bit of art, you know? Because I've also talked about how I've been very much like inspired to do more and more art recently. And it's very fun. Very fun time. And I mean, like, I've talked about this tiny bit loosely. If you guys are like, you know, super, like, you're familiar with like what I've talked about in the past on like setting things, right? Like, I have refined terms in my head on like how this would work, even involving like other VTubers on like how would this person actually function in my setting and stuff, right? I like that idea, right? Mm-hmm. Art and yap is very relaxing. Yeah. Like the idea of like, say an example being like, imagine somebody like my homie Shia. He's a bunny boy who lives in the city. He still technically would function correctly in my setting because of the fact that like I'm trying to account for that and stuff like that. Or even people that are like super like not adjacent to me would still function correctly. It was like, what would be like a setting that would make sense for you know, VTubers and the like, but still have like fun adventure stuff happen. Where it's like the idea of big cities exist, but the countrysides and stuff might have like, you know, monsters and adventuring and dungeons and blah, blah, blah. But like big cities still exist and, you know, you can have like nice chill times with that and like conventions and stuff. But then there's like dragons and monsters roaming the countryside. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know, like trying to find like the balance of that stuff feels very interesting because, you know, a lot of people really have it all over the place, kind of like vibes. I would say that basically the next, if I were to ever move somewhere, I might have to like switch up like how I talk about like where I live, because it's like I want to live in a big city. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of questions about random lore. Yeah, I do. Like I have it. I'm no like historian, right? But it's that I have a lot of stuff that kind of makes sense in my head. Like, I can always tell you about like the city that I'm in. There's not much going on. It may look like it's like nice, but it's really just a lot of like food places. And then like, just travel like a little outside the city, and then it's immediate countryside. Mm-hmm. Lets you draw on other people as well. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Making me want to write again. That's a good thing. Hell yeah. If you ever feel like you want to like, I don't feel like I know the most about how people do writing when it comes to like fan fiction. I've seen some people have like fan fiction on certain places. I've never read like fan fiction of like other people's but it's like it's mostly the fandoms that I've seen. I've never really looked into like, is there a fan fiction of like vtubers? That sounds crazy actually. Huh. I guess it makes sense. I guess there is like, huh. Could see it happening for corpos. Yeah. That makes sense. Sorry, I'm like, I just thought of that. I'm like, I never even tried looking, because okay, the stuff that I would like read fiction for is like genuinely like decently just OCs and stuff, not like mostly original characters or like some involving like shows, because I don't feel like some of the shows write the things that I would want them to write about. Mm-hmm. Like you're not gonna find a lot of canon stories about like certain characters involving One Piece or something that are romance and stuff, or I don't know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Oh man. Like in the main like story of One Piece, they're never pursuing like romance. So you gotta go and search for fan fiction. I'm sorry, bro. You gotta. What story do you want to hear it? Yeah. I mean, real in my heart. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of like silly pairings and animes that like never ever pursue that stuff too. So welcome in if you're just joining us. Hi. You are new here or you just, joining us now. Hi, my name is Hooty Hoo. I am the night owl with the nice deep voice. And we've been just yapping today. I was saying that if we were to do any sort of thing that isn't just yapping, it will be that I'll be doing some art. Either making some like just fun sketches or more emote stuff. Yeah. Escapism makes me love world building. I do love a good like expanded upon setting. Yeah. I think even if I'm not reading like the full stories, like reading about like what's in certain settings is really interesting to me. Like I've never really read much on the actual books of like Warhammer or like the base setting called the Far Realm, or what is it called? It's like Dungeons and Dragons setting, the Sword Coast. That's one where I'm like, I kind of know like the setting, but like there's stories that I've just never read and stuff like that, right? I'm a weirdo, but I love drawing maps for fictional worlds. I actually used to draw cartography for Dungeons and Dragons campaigns that I ran. That is not even a joke. I used to have like cartography things that I used to make just for my players. I'm just saying, man. It's weirdly fun. Like something about like drawing up a fantasy map, some sort of map that like just exists in your brain. It feels really fun. Hear that if I ever get into Warhammer, it'll end up being like involved in the lore and history. Oh man, it's like I've only scratched the surface. I only loosely know things about like the setting and like how things work. And I've seen some videos from people that are also adjacent to the VTuber community. And so I'm like, I kind of know things, but barely. Mm-hmm. Writing and systems and yeah, like what sort of like systems are there, like society? It's very interesting. Mm-hmm. A story about the world that is slowly ripping apart, where two worlds are colliding together. Ah, world with creatures and they're slowly invading the world of God. Interesting. That's a good premise. Yeah. Campling every word makes it harder. I I had no problem, but I hear you. Autocorrect's killing you. Oh no. But yeah, it's okay. No worries. I was able to read it. Don't worry. But yeah, I think it's unfortunate if that was the cause. But I love I have like a few ideas on like things on the origin, on why certain things happened and why it's like adjacent to you guys' real world, right? Because I'm not in your guys' world, I'm in my world, right? You know, the viewers are very much, you know, on the other side of this screen here. So I'm like, I'm not there. So unfortunately I can't physically say hi and give you a high five. I can project and like go to conventions like by astral projecting whatnot, right? But I'm definitely not. It's like an alternate dimension thing. Yeah. But the hooligans are your projection into my world. Yeah. So you guys being my little, like, you know, my summons, right? My little familiars. That's how you interact. Yeah. I think that works. It's a little convoluted, but if you don't want to like see yourself as one of the hooligans, that's how you could see it. Or you could just be one of the little hooligans instead. Just like as a little guy. Yeah. Or a world where every VTuber gets sucked into a different universe. I feel like having like a Spider-Verse like connected universe with a lot of YouTubers, that's a hard thing because so many like different stuff going on. Very, very interesting ideas for sure there, though. I feel like everybody that has made lore for themselves or like with like a corporate setting, it's so interesting, right? Because it's not even like not always something that like is always one-to-one reflecting them, but it's very, very cool. Oh, is that like the premise of the Gamersub stuff? The comics for that? Maybe. That makes sense. Hmm. VTubers get literally turned into their models. Hmm. Interesting, yeah. Also, the hooligan thing is like, I don't know. It's an idea. Ow. An idea. I don't know if it's like too convoluted. We could just say that's like not quite it. I don't know though. It's like workshopping it. Mm. It's interesting. I feel like some people don't want to be a little creature. That's all. Mm-hmm. I do feel like some people are like me. This is just me, right? This is who I am and who I look like for sure. Mm-hmm. It is kind of cool to manifest as hooligans. Yeah. It's like have you guys seen Fiona and Cake? The season with there was the season with Huntress Wizard, right? What if it's like that, where it's like this world's version of you is now like, you know, chat becomes a little guy like this, one of the hooligans like that. Welcome in, hi. Hmm. A scholarly phoenix has appeared to add your wisdom to his library. So please share any wisdom you wish to share. If you are somebody that has anxiety, please seek help with medication. Even if you are somebody that doesn't feel like you normally need medication, like me, honestly, now I'm medicated and I'm like totally a lot better as a person, bro. Holy. Welcome in. Sorry, that's not even the best wisdom. You know what? Okay. Good wisdom. Pursue what makes you happy. For the fact that life is too short to worry about the things that don't spark joy. Do the things that make you happy, because it's one of those things that me doing what I can to pursue happiness has been like the best choice in my life. Because I used to try to like just maintain and like do my little like my jobs that I never really sparked joy, and I decided pursuing fun and passion that I have with everything has been such a positive thing. I know it's like a perspective that isn't easy for all those people, for everybody, but I want you guys to like, you know, I want all of the hooligans to be happy and pursue whatever sparks that joy, you know? Yeah. So that's, I think, a bit better, even as in, you know, a bit of Hooty wisdom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that's good. Pursue happiness, because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy. Hmm. You want to take your medication. It's true. I feel like another good piece of advice: follow the doctor's orders when it comes to medication. If they say keep taking your medication, please do take your medication. That's unrelated to everything. Don't just be like, oh, I'm feeling better now, I should stop. Don't be doing that. Yeah, be careful and take it as doctor's orders, you know. Report back if you feel bad or awful, blah blah blah, for sure. But like, if it's working, keep up. It's good. It's a good thing. That's all. Yeah, we gotta like, I don't know anything about like how people retire, because it's like, I don't know if I will ever be the type of person that retires. I feel like it's like, don't feel bad. Also, oh my gosh, you're silly. Oh no. Don't feel bad for the bonk. It's there for a reason, okay? It's fine. Don't worry. Wings are cool. Thank you. I like my wings too. I think they got... Yeah, I'm gonna be probably streaming until I'm old and decrepit. Turn to like Ash on stream live. Yeah. I'm ageless forever. This is the vibe, right? I mean, if anything, there's a few VTubers that have like has shown that there's still like, even after like somebody that I know, they just turned 40 and they're still like streaming. That's fun. Yeah. And there's like people that are even older than that are like, yeah, pretty prominent content creators. I'm like, that's awesome, actually. Yeah. Delhi's 90. I wonder who's the oldest VTuber. I know a VTuber in their 40s, and then like, I don't know if there's any in their 50s. You're gonna share your wisdom. Better start. No, starting a cult. We're not starting a cult. That's that's problematic for so many reasons. Oh no, bro. No. Hold on. Lemmy's in his 50s. Oh, true. Yeah, I'm like thinking outside of like the VTuber stuff. Yeah. I don't know who's like the oldest, like consistent content creator. I don't know. I wonder. Or like prominent content creators, right? Yeah. Too much responsibility. I feel like I don't know, man. I barely am handling myself. I'm getting better, sure, but like a whole organization? Oh no. I don't know. Oh no. A cult by definition is bad. We can joke, it's fine. Don't worry too much. It's fine. We can joke, it's fine. That's why to pull up for air a little bit on the bit, it's like, it's actually just funny. Don't worry. It's not something I'm like actually concerned. Don't worry. question, Hooty. What's your favorite VTuber model? Ooh, there's a lot of models that I enjoy, but I'm like, I don't know. I'll have to think about that because it's like, there's a lot of really good models out there. It depends on like, there's like 3D modelers that I enjoy that I'm like, maybe at some point I'd be able to work with. But there's also like different styles and everything too. I don't know. Also, I'm glad you like my wings. Yeah, it's really nice that, you know, I think I really embody my look pretty well. But it's gonna be like even more refined, you know? I'm trying to think of like, if I were to, I don't know. Like, okay, I don't know a lot of people, so name dropping them is like not always my favorite thing to do. But there's some people that I feel like if I were to work with their model artists and like rigging people, I feel like I would also really enjoy their stuff too. But it's like just as a whole, I enjoy I like Shoto's model. He's very, very like well, like he got the fashion. He's got such a like specific look. But it's also like I'm trying to think of other guys that I know, right? Another purple boy. Well, it's like he's somebody that I've seen for a long time, but it's also like a really well-made model too. Not just that, like, you know, modern, but also style. Yeah. The new one. I've seen the one that looks like a cultist Shoto. But then there's a few corporate VTubers that I really enjoy their like looks. The art is amazing. Trying to think of others that, you know, what I enjoy is that if you've ever seen any of her models, is like the models that Nanolis, the artist Nanolis makes. I don't personally have you know, just all of her artwork is just tremendously well made, man. Oh, heard about her. I have a few friends that have tried to work with Nano, as well as I'm not like like best friends or anything, but I know Nano. She's very sweet. She's very sweet. So I think, you know, stuff like that. I'm trying to think because it's like it's hard to find like exactly the style that I'm after when it comes to like a guy's look, right? Also, welcome back from ads. Do apologize. I know that the vibe, unfortunately, whenever it's that like the ads happen, I can't control them. And, you know, I'm trying to just move past the point where it's like I try to explain it every time. You know how it be. I'm not even gonna say it. Well, you know, it's just, you know, not to like delve into it, is that I just know that somebody just now got banned for it. Please do not complain about the ads. We cannot control them. If I could say something more, it's just like, hey man, you get your warnings, okay? That's all. No, yeah, none of you guys that are still here were complaining, but you saw. Yeah. Yeah. You can't control them. They're region based. Avoid what you got. Yeah, exactly. They're a necessity. If I were to do what I can, it's like I'm already doing what I can. Yeah, it's true. I feel bad, but it's like I'm trying to not like say it every time. That's all. But I was gonna say, other models, model artists and models that I enjoy, there's just like a lot, like a whole lot. Anybody that does their own work, right? If you've ever seen like certain artists that make their own models, always I commend those people for the fact that like that's such a difficult task, bro. It's like not an easy thing at all. If you've ever seen like what goes into it, it's like intense. Yeah, you shouldn't have to. I know. I'm just like, it's the fact that, yeah, every time that they happen, there's unfortunately at the least one person. And I'm like, I'm trying to like not have it be the consistent thing, but like whenever it is, I do feel bad. Because again, I don't control. Yeah. They're incredible. One of my favorites is like, I've heard of Roxo. Yeah. Models are very good. Yeah. Another one I know of is Juniper Actius. She's very good at like making and rigging her models. Very cool stuff. And then there's Daya Riku. Daya is also like very impressive at making her own model stuffs. Yeah. Music hit you? Yeah. This is a good song. Very good. Naruto ending? I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen specifically Naruto, but yeah. Yeah. But the layouts for it's not updated. It ain't no. I gotta find a better like thing that says what the song is, because for whatever reason, it just does not update like fast enough, bro. It's like we're a minute and some change into it, and so it's still not updated. What are we talking about? Anyway, yeah. Maybe it needs to get rebooted. Maybe. I'll look into it after stream for sure. I was gonna say though is, gosh, there's also there's a lot of VTuber artists and rigging that makes like chibi models or like there's so many different styles of model, right? So it's like it's hard to have like that's why like okay, somebody that like my Iron Mouse, right? She has so many models. But it's just because of the fact that there's so many people to work with, right? It's very cool. And so I'm like, very awesome. I'm just like, you know. A hooligan chibi model. Yeah, that would be very cute. I have some people eventually in mind. It's one of those things where it's like, it will just be something on the eventual, so that I don't like, you know, expend all of my resources just trying to do model stuffs, because it's like, you know, models can be very expensive, and if you don't make other things on top of that, then it's like, well, where's the model money coming from, brother? if you don't make videos and other stuff? Where do those things, where do the coins come from, bro? Where did the gold pour in, right? You gotta loot for treasure by making other stuff in the meantime. Yeah. You need merch. I do. I don't know how personally I would do it other than like going through a third-party website, and then that makes it so that there has to be like, it's not as quality is the problem. I want it to be like quality, and I wish that wasn't like as hearted as it is. I used to have like sleepy. Yeah. Oh my God. An eye mask would be so good. Because I would also actually have that. The eye mask would be so nice. Because it's like, it's not only cute, but it's like functional for that. Would be so good. Going broke for Hooty merch. Oh no. I hear you though, I hear you. Welcome in. Hi. If you're just joining us, welcome in, Wildcard. Say it again. Hooligan hoodie. Yeah, with the zipper frog hoodie. Dude, that'd be another thing. A lot of these are like really fun ideas, but it's like finding these, like the people that like make them would be like, I gotta find those people and then like like get it to functionally be something consistent. Because it's like, if I did, right, it'd have to be like, right now it'd be like limited time merch, and that's like, that feels bad, right? Yeah. You had a poucher. Oh yeah, the little like side saddlebag or like fanny pack, but with the hooligan shape. That's a fun one too, yeah. Little hooligan plush. Merch comes when you just do merch. It's so cute. I want more merch. I used to have a management company that helped with merchandise. And it was that they had like stuff to actually have warehouse and ship it out, etc. But it's been a long time since I've had that. And since I was a pirate, I had like weirdly unique merch. Hello. Listen to a song. Charlie's in. I love that song, actually. I do know that song pretty well. It was on like my liked playlist for such a long time. I do actually love and know that song by by That Handsome Devil. It's a very good one. Yeah, I had a whole pirate flag that was the size of a full flag, right? First person I found that knows it. It's a good one. I think at some point I wanted to like, I knew all the lyrics to that song even, because it was like so catchy to me. But it's like, I don't think I sing in the same way that he does. So it'd be like a really hard song to like do a cover or even like karaoke of. But welcome in, hi. Yeah, when I did have merch a long time ago, I was a pirate, right? So yeah, I had the full flag of my pirate flag, and it was something where I had to draw something so large, like large pixel scale, so that there was no blurring at all, because it was the size. It was like what, maybe like 4 feet by 3 feet, and it's a huge flag. But it's like very, very cool. And I still have my own, because, you know, very interesting. But unique merchandise like that, it's like very, very interesting. Vexillogy? Wait, Vex. What is this? Hold on. Oh, the study of flags. I actually had no idea. Vexology. Sorry. Wow. I didn't know that had a term, but that makes sense. I had his own Jolly Roger. I did. I could show you right now of what it used to. I've had several Jolly Rogers. And they had the correct meaning for pirate stuff too. Technically, one was like not quite right, but like the first one I made was full-fledged with accordance to flags and stuff. Which is how specifically niche I was feeling about that stuff, right? Oh man. Vexillology. Ah. No, I'm sad you missed it. Oh, it's okay. That was like years ago. Like over 3 years or so. Even though I just started in September, bro. Don't worry. Let me show you guys the different flags that I had at some point. Because I have a couple. This is older than some of the regulars that I had this design of a flag. Only some people would probably be able to even remember this one. But it's very interesting. I had a flag that was more bird coded than any others that I designed. This was one of them. This was the flag that I designed. And this was like the first ever flag design I did. And it was so long ago too. I think this was back in 2021? Yeah. I'm into an owl from being a pirate. Well, I think that one of the major things was I had a lot of run-ins with problems involving like designs. You've not seen this design also. This was a very, very old look. See, it wasn't always one thing. This wasn't merch. I've always been a bird, because my name has always been Hooty Hoo. But it was that I went from bird to pirate to bird back again. Those ears are horns. Those were harpy feathers. Like as if I had feathers instead of ears. Let me zoom in a bit more. Gosh, like 2021 when I first drew this look. It was like, in hindsight, this was not great. Yeah. Not great as a full-fledged look. Because nobody really wanted to make that, for sure. There was another one that I did. We're going through like old art, right? So let me show you this other one too. Here was... Is it this one? I had this as a look at some point. Yeah, as an idea. Oh. Gosh, this feels like forever ago. This was another one that I had. Let me like just zoom on like the one like full body here. Yeah, here we go. It's very similar to the other one there that you just saw, but it's more like, yeah. This was another look I had as an idea. Again, still nobody would actually make it into reality, unfortunately. That was so long ago, too. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's silly. Because it's like, you know, here's without, and then I, you know, yeah, without that hood. But then, can I tell you something so stupid? Something silly. I got the worst advice. The worst advice I'd ever gotten. You know, maybe it's not that it was the worst advice, right? But it was that they didn't elaborate, and I took it the wrong way. With this design, right? This is where I was sitting, and I was like, I really like this. They were like, it's all like the same color. You might want to like add your variety to it. And I'm like, I went too much into the other direction. And then I went, and it was like the Pantone colored pirate. Yeah, very much just one note, one color, because they're talking about it. And that's not even like the worst advice either, right? It's not the worst advice. But the fact that this then, you know, hold on as I like fix up this on the display here. Then that design was like, oh, well, if I want to do a lot of colors, right? Here was the next step for me. What if I did all colors? And then it became a problem for a very long time. Oh, man. Have that on my wall, yeah. You went Splatoon, kinda, yeah. Have this on my wall. I used to have, like, merch of this look, too, yeah. And that was where it sat for a very, very long time. And so, you know, after a point, I got really burnt out on, like, the pirate vibe. Because, one, I didn't really get to play a lot of, like, good pirate games or anything. And it's like, after a point, I was like, I got a lot of advice from friends that know things. And they were like, hey, you like a lot of these colors, right? Yeah. But I feel like it's a little much. It's a little, like, too loud, and you're a very quiet person. Or, like, a really, like, chill person. And so it would be, like, probably way more you if you were to do something that's like less like loud color wise, color palette wise. And I'm like, you know, yeah. So like I altered the colors of that like pirate and made it more muted. And then like, you know, eventually I got it to a point where it was like, these are the colors that it was with the design. Where is this one? Yeah, dark And I think it fits me for sure. But it was definitely one where it's like, you know, still the pirate stopped making sense. And so I was like, well, okay, now I need a full redesign. And that's where we are now. Is that I'm in between what was and what will be, but I still look good. So that's nice. Struggles real. And then with the quadruple A game, yeah, Skull and Bones, the pirate game that was supposed to be Ubisoft's step into quadruple A games. And it was just like pay for everything with real money, as well as not provide almost anything in their base game, but it's $70. So that was the last big straw for me. Yeah. Never heard anything good. There's some people that I still fervently enjoy stuff like Assassin's Creed and everything, but it's like I don't know, man. Yeah. Pirate game, but it steals your money. Basically, yeah. I was about to say Assassin's Creed. No, it's like legitimately Assassin's Creed was like definitely a good game. And I just never played a lot of the older games of it, so I don't have that same like passion, not passion, but like interest. But I do feel like there's good ones that were in there. But other than like the Assassin's Creeds, I'm like, I'm not sure how to feel, right? But yeah, I feel like the Skull and Bones being like the next pirate game that I could play that was like coming out. I was like kind of excited. And I stopped getting excited once I played the demo. And thankfully they had a demo, bro. They had it was like either an open beta or it was a demo. And oh my god, I'm so thankful for the fact that that was the thing. It made me crash the fuck out, though. Oh, man. And they have a pirate one. I did play Black Flag. That is their pirate Assassin's Creed. But yeah. The pool of pirate video games to play is small. It's true. And that's like not even the biggest thing, but it's like there's also like so many people that were like, you know, it's the type of thing, right? During that entire time, right? My name has never changed. And so like my name being Hooty Hoo the entire time was kind of like not polarizing, but it's like, why is it that there is a pirate named Hooty Hoo when almost nothing to do with this has to do with, you know, owls? And I had to like come up with an explanation, and it was like, it started to wear thin past a point. If that makes sense, you know? Definitely a bit iffy on my game knowledge. Like upcoming games I know are like Intergalactic and Cyberpunk 2. There's like a few games that I'm like looking forward to, but I'm like mostly been I don't know, like it's not always the I don't always know what's going to be the new hit thing for sure, but I don't know, I play whatever I think is looking interesting. So, you know, yeah, the music being a good a paid actor for this topic. Sometimes it just hits like that at the right time, right? Yeah. I was gonna say though is that then me being in the owl primarily, I was like, okay, I did a lot of a lot of research on like, if you want this is like something that I've done just a ton of like, hey, I know my stuff, but it was like, I also have my other hyperfixations and passions. I love fantasy and I love owls still, but it's also like, I know that it's a lot easier for people to relate to like an outfit that's like, you know, it's a dude that looks like he would be able to talk to you in person. And if you're like dressed up like a ye old adventurer, it's not going to feel the same, unfortunately. But like, despite that, you know, I don't want it to be like something that stops me from trying to pursue like the fun magic stuffs as well. So that's why I'm like, I will do a little bit, but I also wanted to dive like more into like mixing it with, you know, fun modern outfit design that I think would match other themes. It's like matching like a fantasy class with a modern style has always been really interesting recently. And then yeah, owls are really associated with magic or like stuff like that, right? So I think it really fits. And I think legitimately there's not at all ever been a question ever since I've rebranded back to being just Big Owl Mans. And then I, you know, talk about how I dabble in magic. And then, you know, it's like, oh, that makes sense. And legitimately, you guys help make it feel like, yeah, cool. You know? Yeah. Welcome in. Hi, your model's so cute. Thank you. I think I look really nice. We were actually just talking about that. Oh, I got to this point in like my looks. But thank you. Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. For us, it's Monday. Well, me. Now there's a few people that are like all over the place with time zones and stuff. Yeah. This is you for real. And more so since like the full model is completed. Yeah. Oh, fun. Yeah. I was talking about how like you used to look very different a while ago, but I think I look the most me I have been for like a while, and it's very cool. Very cool. Speaking of, guys, do you feel like you'd want to, you know, do a little bit of art today? Maybe. Because the idea today is like mostly yapping, right? But we could do a bit of art. Yeah. I've been very much finding a lot of things that very fun to find the things that inspire me. And I tell you what, there's been a lot of like art on my Pinterest that like really has that like vibe, right? It's so fun. What were you thinking? So there's like a few. I was either thinking of getting another like emo that I was kind of thinking about, or just drawing me some more. I like drawing myself. It's really fun. As you can tell how much I like the way I look. Also, thank you for the follow and doing your dailies, guys. Human! Oh my god. Hi, human. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Welcome in. We were about to just start vibing, playing some, or doing some art, not playing some art. Yeah, playing with some paints. basically. Conjuring up some images. How you doing? Thank you also for being around for so long, dude. I had a tier 3 at that. Holy. Hell yeah. We're about to draw. Let's get into it. Yeah. At a tier 3 is still crazy, for sure. If you haven't seen my art before, it's I have a lot of good sketches that I've been doing that I just really enjoy. I like, you know, making things look nice, okay? It's like kind of my thing. Now I was looking at this, right? Okay, here's the thing that ooh, sorry for flashbang there. Ugh, sorry about that. It's because I was looking at, there was one dot between, I really should just like, here's like the paper layer here, hold on. A little gray, just a tiny bit. I have to hide one of the layers because I can't show that one. Turns to stone. No! Yeah, it's okay though. There was an in-between idea of one that I had versus what I have now. And if you've never seen these, it's because these designs, this design here, was something that I've never shown too many people, but I really love a lot of these with these emotes. And there was an idea at some point to have like a look with one hair covering my eye, and I was like way more fantasy. But I don't think I'll pursue that until like an alternate look happens. Yeah. How do you get from drunk to sober real quick? Because I feel so sick. Oh no. I feel like if you eat a lot of like starchy foods, like if you got bread, it might help. And water. That'll help too. Bread and water. I actually think that would work well. This was like, here's the in-between of like bird and pirate. Oh no. But yeah, we have like workout Hooty as well. Bitrate? No, is the bitrate being bad? Oh no, bro. I think it's because everything's like similar color. So if I have like the flashbang. Yeah, post-workout, bro, you get sweaty. Birate. Oh, the bitrate is what I thought you meant. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, the birate. I thought you were referring to the bitrate for sure, for sure. Yeah, this was the sketch for the casting emote even. Yeah. Maybe at some point I try like different hairstyles too. Right? So we'll see. Eventually, maybe at some point I do pursue some of this look. This is so cute. I forgot I drew this. Very fun expression stuffs for me. EK man. Yeah. Well, I think I'm pretty ikemen. I think that's like the desired look for me. Like a little more like the muscles ikemen. See, look, there was one of the ideas that I yanked from here that I now updated the bless emote, right? Because I had a lot of fun ideas, but I just never really like refined them for the new look. I was thinking if I did, I could take some of these, and I think that would work really well. Because like you can tell, like some of them, you know, I did, you know, update, but I would refine a lot of them. Oh man, the potion drinking. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Like this is one of my favorites actually. Because we have the soda pop, but this one I think would even be like a bit better even for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I like how huge the bottle is. Yeah. I agree. It's very good. Ooh, like this is where you like I spilt my McDonald's meal or something, right? Whatever that meme was. That stuff is very silly. Oh man. I try to like maintain like a cool demeanor, but still like I love these silly emotes for sure, bro. You have a Hootlin emote? Well, not an emote, but this was a previous Hootlin. I had to hide one layer because I don't think it's safe for Twitch, but yeah, I've McFallen. It's true. That's the vibe. Look at this. This is the clown emote as well. Her poor back. What are you talking about? You can't just say my poor back and not think about the fact that I'm a magical bird person. Feel the crying one for real. I do too. She's fine. You know what? Every time somebody says that, I'm up and like, I don't know, something. I'm doing something. Yeah, anime women don't have back problems, bro. Look at all these silly ones. They go up half. No, I can't be doing that one. Oh no, her poor back. Smile. Okay, I see. I know what you are. I forgot I did that one. This is such a stupid face. Oh my god. I forgot I made this drawing. Oh man, so handsome. Oh, you know that famous jester painting where they're just sitting slumped in a chair? Dude, I want an outfit that has that vibe. That's this one. Yeah. This was trying to like workshop is like, what if it was more modern or like even like a cyber Hooty? Yeah, change the clown to jester makeup. That's the thing is like, what is the difference between? That's a hard distinction. This is a fun face. Something about this face is crazy. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about all these drawings I did. My face is a mood. Let me like... So long. Is it this one? No, is it this one? That... That's what he was. Oh. I don't think I'm allowed to actually show you on Twitch. Legitimately, I don't think I'm allowed to. Just know that this is apt, okay? Oh man. Oh man, her poor back. Oh man. Here was like the idea of I forgot I did that one. The pizza. Levitating my pizza with my mind, bro. Here's one, if you know, you know. This is fun. This one's fun. This one was like, if I did this, it would be like actually pretty interesting, but I couldn't make it into an emote, is the problem, you know? Yeah. I couldn't fit it into a good square and it like read well. There was also, yeah, Hooty the Who. I just love the laughs in you know, or like this, right? It's a reference, but it'd make a great laughing emote. It's true. I like the one we have right now for sure though. But yeah, this was a look at some point. Have I never shown you this look? I just realized. Have I never shown you this look? I don't think so, yeah. Oh my god, that's silly in hindsight. Huh. Let me see about that. Hold on. Because I did have another in between that was this, basically. If you've not seen that, so we have what will be versus what I tried to do. Yeah, I'll put them side by side, right? Yeah. And I'm like, this still is plausible, by the way. Like, don't think that this can't happen. But yeah, presently, old as this one has the hood up presently. And then you can tell there's like a bit of difference in like silhouette that I think works about better, in my opinion. But yeah, The face I tried to like translate over here, but it didn't quite work as much when I was redoing it. Does the hat talk? The hat is supposed to have one of the hooligans in it. For this one. For these ones here, right? It's a hidden hooligan. Yeah. The tiny wings. That would be more like stylized, but I think the big fluffy wings work better for me. Yeah. The extra gold accents. I do like this jacket, but I do like this jacket better. Well, it's like more of a like a slightly modern, right? And then again with this, by the way, is that, you know, there's the, you know, the pants having pockets as well as, you know, the rolled up sleeve, etc. You can tell these shoes are the same, basically. Yeah. Slight difference in like patterning, but and color tone. So, you know, it's not too far off. You can see like the process a little there. Yeah, it's interesting though. Yeah. I think there's a lot to like for sure, for sure. The one on the right is like uniform. That's true. It could be like if I worked for like this would be like if I was out in the field adventuring, and this is you know, home casual, like in the city wear. That's something. That's not a bad idea. True. I agree. I agree. Something where it's like a uniform or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Another one. It's like, you know, if I can, let me see. Where is this one? Where is it? Where is it? There you are. I had the layers here. There we go. This one as without the shirt, as without the coat as well, I think, but I don't think it's as easy for me to remove. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah. So it's like, that's, you know, the idea I had. You know, it's interesting, but it's not an easy thing to like, like make look correctly for me. Hands in 5. Thank you for the reminder. You can see where like certain inspiration comes from, right? Yeah. I feel like the hair is like better on the lower parts and everything here too. I do feel like I did a really good face here, and I'm like, I'm a little sad that I couldn't translate it as well here. I'm a little saddened, but I'm like, yeah, I do like the way this face looks for sure, for sure. But it was that I already colored the hair over the eye and everything. Yeah. It's a very good expression. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I like a lot of it. It's there's good and bad in both. And if you didn't notice, yeah, the hat is even a little changed. And the, you know, this will be what it will be and everything too. You know, I think that's good. Yeah. I'm excited, bro. But that was what would have been if I didn't do another concept. Yeah. Very, very excited. I like this necklace. If you've not noticed, it's a crescent moon with stars. I think that works real well. But then the big necklace that is the fantasy look, being like one big gold, is fun too. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like a little bit of some drawing of emotes today could be fun, or just you know, a bit of sketching in general. I like talking about design work. Oh my god, look at this. I forgot about this one too. Oh my god, bro. I feel like this would be a fun, like, sad face. Do we have anything like majorly sad as like a face on our, you know, emotes? I don't think so, really. Not really. We have like one or two. Yeah. This could be silly, having an updated version of this. Yeah, we have a cry. Even the cry needs to be a little more updated. But I also like, I really like this expression. But we have a few that are like that. Sag also could also, you know, something like this. Yeah, the wah crying. The squiggly lines. Wah. Yeah. For $2 a month, you can save a poor defenseless hoot. Yeah. We have like me just biting my own wing. It was just so spot on. Yeah. One with the eyes going out of its head is good. Oh yeah, like the booba. Oh yeah. There's a few. There's a few. The Obuga. I do like this one as well. I could do that. Something like this would be fun. Even the hat does it? Yeah. I was doing a lot of expressions where the hat is also involved. But I think more often than not, the hat is going to be like, you know, just have the band on it. Yeah. But I feel like there's a few that I'm like, maybe having the little hooligan in the hat also crazy pogging or stuff like that. It's fun. I almost feel like it needs to be like on the borders so that it's like really easy to tell. So that's why it would have to be like a little cut off for sure. Sticker merch again. That's true. Stickers are fun because it's like a lot of the time people at least can get something like stickers. The problem being is that like again, I'm like, I don't know how I would personally be able to do certain things until like I'm really established with things involving like merchandise. I'll have to like ask around from friends on like, you know, what they have going on so that they like maybe can recommend things too. But yeah, probably not until at least I have this fully like done. Could do it for a special event. That's true. I really do want to, but it's also like, I don't know, I'm a stickler for quality, if that makes sense. And I don't want it to just be like, do it just to do it, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm like, I want to, I do. But it's like, I want it to make it so that you guys know that I put the effort into the quality so that you guys get something that I'm also really happy with, you know? And it's not for this upcoming one for sure. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's, you know, me running my own stuff with the help of my mods like Kat and Cinna. It's like, bro, it's unfortunately not something I know how to do every part for sure, but I'm still learning. Giving you the booba, like awooga emote, right? Might be too much power, bro. But it's not a bad thing. It's funny. Kind of have something similar already. If you see the, like, if you know what's like the details of the nice emote, that's technically already one, but not quite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What am I even looking at in that emote, bro? I'll never tell. Goofy ass emotes. Oh my god. Be a fun one to use. I wonder, yeah. There's like some occasions that this is technically applicable. I don't know, man. I'm just like, okay, here's the thought, right? I like to I like the energy of like being like a suave dude, but like all of the emotes I want to do and draw are like really stupid and goofy. So it's like super polar. It's really funny to me. It's like I want to be like refined, suave man that like people enjoy, and but it's like, oh my god, it's like really funny to me. It's like a goofy dude, and that's okay. I know. It's like I like both. Yeah. It's like how some people from the outside, if you've seen certain other guy VTubers, it's like they look very suave and stuff until you like hear the things that they talk about. Oh my god, it's so fun. There's like a few people that I like watching because of that, on the occasion at the least. Also, hi there, welcome in. Hi Larux, welcome in. Hope you're having a nice Monday. I think it's endearing. I do agree. I do think that I like the vibe that I have here with you guys, for sure. Oh my gosh. It's fine-ish. Appreciate you coming on by. I hope you're having a good Monday. I know it's, you just said it's fine-ish, but it's like, you know, if you're not having like a great day, at least now if you if you are vibing here, that you get to enjoy the good vibes. You know, that's like my favorite part of streams is whenever people just enjoy, like, hey, I may not talk a lot, but I like the vibe. Immaculate vibes, Mr. Owl. Oh, I just remembered something. Hold on. Hold a moment as I just remember. Contrast being Hooty being refined and the gremlin emotes is peak. I do kind of agree. It's almost like Gap Moe. You're familiar, yeah? I feel that's like kind of my vibe as a Gap Moe. Where is this? Because I remembered something that I totally forgot about previously. Hold. Where's my chatbot? Yeah. Because I remembered something because the bot command for the Discord was broken. So I gotta update that part of that command. Dang. That's my bad, bro. Hold on. Where are you at on here? Where are you? There we are. There we go. That one's good. Sorry, I just wanted to fix this before I forgot, bro. Because that's so silly. Kept on forgetting to be like, oh, your link to your Discord's broken. And it's like, well, you never fixed it, Hooty. That's my bad, bro. My bad. Oh, no. You know, that's on me. There we go. Now I fixed the others. I did it for the specific one on the Discord command and then the link that's under the chat. That's my bad. Okay, now it's all good. We get back to drawing the silly emote. I think, yeah, I have like such a specific way I draw my hair now versus like the one I'd covered. It's like, it's not a bad thing that it's different, but I haven't experimented since I've refined it with like how the hair is supposed to fall. Like, or different hairstyles more. Maybe I do like a whole day at some point where I just like, you know, we experiment with silly hairstyles, maybe. The problem with that though, right? I'd have to start with like a blank template. And that means I'd have to draw myself like with like a buzz cut or something first, right? And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh jeez. So maybe I hold off on that until like I got a good like drawing base for that, right? There's only like, you have to have like such confidence to look good bald. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I have that confidence just yet, bro. Right? Like, I'm no Vin Diesel or like who's like a few other like famous bald guys. Neil Patrick Harris or something, right? Some people look better bald. Yeah, there's like some people that really do like, they work it for sure. but it's like Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I can't think of him with hair, so that's true. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Like, I know he's worn wigs and stuff. Will you wear wigs? Yeah. But, sorry, not me, like, distracting myself. Oh, no. Saying, though, is that, a bald look is probably not for me. I feel like the closest I could do would be like a side of my head buzzed cut, but not fully bald. Like I could see like, yeah, the look where if you've ever seen it, you got like a long hair on one side and then like it's buzzed on the other, right? That would be kind of cool, but it depends. Jason Statham. Yeah. I can't remember some actors' names or actors by their names, but I do remember like, yeah, there's a lot of actors that actually look pretty solid without any hair. But then there's also like a lot of actors, dude. Some of these actors that have like long hair, like long-haired guys with like that confidence is really cool. I don't know, like it's Tom Hiddleston and stuff is what comes to mind, right? When it's like, oh, a dude that looks good with like long hair, or like a few others, right? It's like, oh man. And the thing is, it's like even Tom Hiddleston and stuff, that's a wig, bro. I'm like, what do you mean? You know how like have you ever seen like an actor look really good in like a movie, but then like in their personal life they don't look at all like that normally? And I know that it's because they have like the team to dress them up and stuff to be that way. But it's like if I had a team of people basically find the look that like really makes me look the best, I don't know if I'd want to change that. Like I feel like, oh man, it's not like, even if it was something like slightly like not my normal vibe, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this looks really good on me, I feel like I'd want to stick with that, right? You know? Having those stylists know what they do, bro. They got the magic touch, especially for like, I don't know, guys that don't know anything about like styling their hair. Yeah. Exactly. It's very silly. There's been a time where I had like really long hair, and then I just, because of a certain thing, I shaved my head entirely, and I'm like, not that it was like the new vibe. I was like, I just needed a clean slate, and oh my god, it was like so interesting. I'm still like like it's very interesting to see like how your hair grows out from being like naturally like one like length, where it starts to fall and like curl, for me at least, because my hair is like so thick and curly, it starts to be like not unkempt, but like it sort of works in a way where like if I don't like let it sit when it's drying in a certain way, it'll be just stuck like that until the next time I wash my hair. It's like kind of stubborn, but because of that, like I can style my hair and like it'll stay a certain way for a very long time. Mm-hmm. Don't you have owl tubs IRL? I do. Yeah, I do. I mean, you can see them right here. I just right there in front of your eyes, guys. I do. My hair flips up to have that. And I'm like, I can't control it. It just stays that way. And I'm like, God damn it. No matter what I do, sometimes it'll just like, It's not even that I have well, it is bedhead, but it's also like, you know. Also, welcome in. Hi, if you're just joining us. We're drawing new emotes today, basically. This is we were saying earlier is that like the idea of me being suave and like deep voiced and stuff, and then all of my emotes are like a bit silly and goofy and gremlin-y is such a silly combination. So it's very, very fun. But welcome in. Hi. Happy Monday, guys. You guys had a good weekend too. How goes the art? Hi, Raina. Art has been good. We've been doing a bit. I was showing off a look that I don't think a lot of you guys saw earlier. So that was fun. Like a design that I haven't shown too much. I think I maybe did it once and then like not again for a while. So it was neat. Well, welcome in. Hi, hi, hi. Yeah, Mondays are also like one of those days where I know, you know, the hooligans are going to be like a bit more chill. Only because I think most people are just like real tired on Mondays. And that's like no problem. I just think it's kind of funny to know the difference between a Monday and like a Sunday. Because they're so close to each other too. It's like, oh man, a really rowdy Sunday followed by like a really chill Monday is kind of funny. I'm having the best day, but I'm trying. Oh, it's okay. Take your time, Raina. You know, we vibe as much as you need, okay? You know, as long as you know we get to hang out and not worry about the things in your day to day. Do apologize that you didn't have a good day, bro. It's no fun to deal with, especially if you're like doing your best too. Cast feel better, yeah. The hooligans want to be able to, you know, help each other out too, right? Oh. Yeah. So appreciate you coming in and just vibing as much as you need. Yeah. I appreciate it. I'm glad you know, it's like, okay, so here's the thing, right? I realized how much I enjoy like providing good vibes. So if the community also, you guys help, you know, in those ways on the occasion, it's really nice. And it makes me happy to see that, like, you know, on the occasion, you guys also like to yap and chat with each other in the Discord and share inside stuffs that you're excited about, or games that you've been playing, animes you've been watching. And it's been really sweet to see recently. So, like I said, the good vibes are important to me too. Wasn't this song for a show or something? I never watched like old 80s TV. Yeah, need to be more active in the Discord. I I know that I'd like the Discord to be more active. So I try to do what I can to encourage you guys to you know, be as active as you'd like. Also, like, you know, there's never any pressure either. I like an active community on something like Discord, just because of the fact that there's like, I think, a lot more community that way. The movie? The movie! It is a movie, isn't it? I was thinking it was a show, like some sort of like dating show or something. Sorry. Just a random tangent in the middle of that. Yeah, I want to do back to mini art streams there. Yeah, it's always fun to see that. I don't want to like. There's part of me that's like, if I wasn't so. There's a lot of the time I'm busy with things, and there'd be like times where I'm like, when I'm not so much busy, that I was like, oh, if I could join, I would. But also, like, I don't want to scare people, so I don't. Also, you know. And join in the movie nights. Sometimes if I'm not like out visiting family on the weekend. So that's also fun. Yeah. So hi, welcome in, Allie. You vibing today? Draw in a silly new emote. Because this is a good vibe today for sure. Oh man. I'm feeling like if I were to say if there was like an alternate outfit afterwards, right? I'm trying to think of like what would be like another good outfit after I have like my first look. There's a part of me that would love to have like a look that's like big fantasy look, delving immediately afterwards into that. But I feel like, I don't know, I'd have to really think about that stuff, right? Love the playlist. It's all gas. Thank you. I've been really enjoying my playlist a lot today. Yeah. Also, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. Yeah, the skater night. Yeah. That's another good one, for sure. My jousting skater night. Rice and cooking dinner. Ooh, having some rice with dinner, for dinner, with dinner. Whimsy goth. I do love my whimsy goth look, for sure. But I was saying that we were saying is that like the jousting night would be fun too. Yeah. But yeah, the sleepy wear is also a good vibe. That would definitely be like another good idea. There's a few silly, fun ones that I'm like, Or the jester, true. I haven't, like, I've done another one where it's like, maybe, but like, not quite there. I feel like I'd have to like really refine it again. Like, this was fun. So maybe something closer to this, where it's almost like my base look, but like very jester, right? But yeah, the jousting skater is fun. Hi. Hi, Crystal. Welcome in. Hope you're having a nice Monday. We're drawing a silly emote. Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think, yeah, these goofy emotes are always so fun to do. Because just like, I don't know, kind of does show like a bit of my personality. It's like, oh man, this is a fool, a fiend for certain aesthetic. Oh no. This man's is no high. That's true. I feel like the closest is like a heart, but you're right. There's not really like an emote version exactly of it. The high is like, yeah, the hooligan, but no, like me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where is the other emotes? Yeah, here we go. Color chart, basically. Yeah, if you see the little chat below everything, that should have like the correct stuff for, you know, how all of the like emotes look from 7TV and stuff. Even if you're on mobile, maybe it'll be like easy, sort of easier to see. Yeah. Should I like, I think I can quickly get these colors in and then just have you have this emote, guys. I think that's easy enough for me. Because it's not like it's going to be like a whole lot of work. It's mostly just like, you know, getting the base colors down. And then like some lighting. Not too much. I think I've asked this a couple times, but it's like, what are you guys' favorite emotes? Or like, even if it's not like one here, what do you think is like, again, like your favorite you have, right? Because it's like, even ones that I don't have, there's like a few that I'm like, man, I wish I had an animated, I like a good yapping emote. I've seen some of those that are just like so good, bro. It's very, very silly. Clappies. Oh, the 7TV clappies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clapping emote, that's just actually pretty easy. I did one for a friend of mine. So I'm like, I technically could do one for me too. Just for the colors of stuff. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Try to make a clappy version of Hootligan. That would be very cute, actually, yeah. Hands down, my favorite. I do love drawing Hootligan. One of the Hootligans always makes for a really good, like, emote, honestly. Actually, have I done a recent one with the mouth open? I have. Here we go. Better colors for this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So stupid. Oh, I love it already. Oh no. This is Delfino Plaza, but by a person named Qmu, Qumu, because it's not updating as fast as it needs to. If you look up a person named Qmu, Qumu, that person is very good at making covers of Nintendo music. And I really, really enjoy their stuff. Yeah, Boogie Wonderland was a few songs ago, wasn't it? Oh man. That's kind of... Yeah, I will have to look into what's going on there, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's like just... Yeah, maybe it needs an update. Other than that, I'm like, I don't know what it would be. Because for some reason... It's been a little slow, and I don't know why. Don't know. Oh, I just realized something. The ear does not have exactly what I need it to have. I guess I can tell the story whilst I'm fixing it too. Did you know I have a notch in my ear? That's a story in its own right, bro. And it's not even just on, like, you know, the concept or blah blah blah. I have that notch in my ear, and it's been like years by this point. I have a big old, like, basically stray cat cut out of my ear because I am a very clumsy man's. For some reason, I like to, you know, I used to wear a lot of, like, hats, and if you know anything about, like, how hats work, you gotta adjust them a lot if you have, like, big brimmed hats, right? Now, here's the problem. With me wearing a big brimmed hat, I talked about used to wearing, like, a top hat, right? I used to play with knives at the same time. And that's not something I do anymore. It was more for, like, self-defense, etc. So I, like, kept a really sharp knife on me. But the problem being is that I was, like, messing with the knife, doing, like, knife tricks, and then I had to adjust the hat. And so doing both at the same time leads to a problem where I was holding the knife and just very quickly big cut out of my own ear. And I'm like, oh my God. It was not a small thing either. It was not a small cut at all. I am a bit clumsy. And I did not go to the doctor for it. It was something where I probably should have, but my parents did not have a lot of money. And I was like, I'm not going to the doctor again. I have had injuries where it starts making me worry about their money. And you know, I can handle a cut. All you gotta do is disinfect it a lot. I am decently lucky that I didn't have like any infections or nothing because of the like big old cut, but it's that I definitely like washed it and had like clean bandages a lot. And it was one of those things where I'm like, why didn't I just tell my parents? Anxiety is why, bro. Anxiety is why, bro. And I'm like, it's no other reason. They don't, like, they're not somebody that would like be mad or anything. It's like straight up my own brain being like, what if you get in trouble? It's like, you're not getting in trouble. You need help. You know? Awooga, yeah. A good old-fashioned awooga. This is a very silly looking emote, but it's a good one. Hi, welcome in. Are you good? I've been actually having a great day today. You've been solid. Hope you're having a good Monday. We've been doing a bit of art and it's not bad, not bad. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I have that. And I'm not that I'm insistent that whenever somebody draws me or anything that they keep that in mind. When I like, whenever I commission somebody though, I'm like, I try to like show that, and it's not on my reference. So that's why I'm like, I don't blame anybody for the fact that they may have not done it. Because it's like the angle that I have on this doesn't show the ear that it's on. It's one of those where like, the more you know kind of thing. And it's like, so silly in hindsight, bro. Ooga. This emote is very silly. I'm having a good time with it though. Still drawing so I can add it. It's the yeah, my right ear. I was like right, left. Yeah, my right ear. I'm like, I had to think about it for a split second because the the drawing here was flipped and it confused me. I'm like, oh my God, that's so silly. But yeah, it's just a little cut, but like when it first happened, I was like, oh my God, this is way more Cartilage heals real well, bro. If you did not know, cartilage heals so good. So it was like, it's crazy. But it's still very, very, like, decently prominent. Is there a designated place for TTRPG stuff? There was, but not enough people used that section, so it did remove it at some point. If you wanted to, like, I don't know where would make sense. I guess, like, yeah, games would be close enough, but yeah, there was a section at some point we had for tabletop stuff, but there was only like one person that ever used it. And it was like I was a little saddened by that, but I didn't ever like encourage it as much as I could have. So that's not even their fault. Nobody's fault. Yeah. Ahem. I love how the TTS talks like that. Hi, Yuna. Thank you for the 48 months with tier 1 for 3 months in advance is crazy though. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Hyuna. Hope you're doing good. I'm drawing a very silly emote if you didn't notice. So welcome in. You're going to be given this basically. How you doing today? Happy Monday, happy Monday. There we go. I don't know if you've noticed, I have the anime hair vents. I have my anime hair vents, guys. It's slightly more subtle here, but I do have them. It's very interesting. You can't let me overheat, guys. I need to ventilate the air. Yeah. Air out your owl. Yeah. You have so much hair. I do. Oh, you're melting? No! I've heard that the EU has been having some, like, really, like, a big old heat wave, bro. So I'm sorry. Like, I think it's the entirety of Europe, actually. I don't know, like, how far along it goes, though. Like, I saw, like, places like France and Spain might be, like, upwards of, like, 41 Celsius, which is actually a crazy amount for, like, just all of a sudden. Something like that. And I'm like, man, you can't just suddenly make the European crowd all entirely too sweaty. It's got to be a problem for everybody involved, man. It's been everywhere. You know, you're right. It has been everywhere, at least in the northern hemisphere. I think it might be like it's still okay in like the south, like, you know, like South America and Australia and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'd have to ask some of my friends. I'm at Dokumi. Oh, have to cancel your cosplay plans? No. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad. Oh, that's no fun to deal with. Man. It's outside is 90, but inside is 94? What the fuck? Yeah. It's going to be winter real soon for the south hemisphere. Yeah. Hmm. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, I'm decently used to hot weather, but it's still like, even then, bro. Even then, I'm just like, I'd much rather feel nice, comfortable, like cool breeze. Like it's no fun to deal with ever. Like no part of anything involving the summer heat has ever been like great. Like the only time that it's like okay is when you're like going swimming to cool off. But even then it's like the heat would still be okay. I don't know, man. Oh. Wish I could go to Dokumi, but it's like in Euro. Yeah. I've seen a few people say that they'd be going to Dokumi, but not me personally. I've never been to Europe. I would love to go at some point. If I was like you know, a really wealthy person, it's like maybe for some cons. But it's like hard to say, bro. It's hard to say, you know? I don't know what's like the worthwhile cons, you know? And it's like I'd have to do some research for sure. Laden in an hour in your tub? Oh my god. For an hour, I mean. That's crazy. Just trying to soak in, not die from the heat, bro. Oh god. Bro, that's no good. Oh my gosh. Visit Germany. There's a lot of places I do want to visit, and Germany would be one where I'm like, oh hell yeah. Where it's like there's a lot of really fun places all over Europe that if I could, I would like not even just the touristic places too. Like clearly there's like the bigger cities like Rome, Italy, or stuff like you know, Paris, France, etc. But it's like there's also some like really nice like non-major cities that I'm like, oh dude, imagine. So I don't know. Hmm. Don't go to Paris. Yeah, I've heard that it's like very, very touristy, especially with the fact that like so many people go for the tower. And I'm like, I would want to go to certain art exhibits, but like that's more like I don't remember exactly the name of the city. Uh but I don't isn't the Louvre not in Paris? It's like somewhere else. I'm trying to remember. No, it is in Paris? Okay. That's like probably the only thing I would actually think would be fun to see in Paris, but yeah. I mean, I guess the tower, but yeah, you know. Okay, okay. Mm. But I know that there's other really pretty places in France. But yeah, Paris is like one of those by a point, and like I heard that from certain other French people that it's like, oh, it's now like a tourist attraction more than anything. I'm like, oh, Man, that's unfortunate. So many cute towns. Yeah. I like a lot of like European towns, like cultures. Like the way that it looks is very pretty. I'm trying to remember, like I know that there's like other there's like chapels that look really pretty with the like architecture. I'm trying to remember. It's like where's Notre Dame? I can't remember. That also Paris. Fuck me. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm very American, as you can tell. As you can tell, bro. I'm sorry. But I know that there's more than like just Notre Dame. Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to get some sleep now. It's 3. Oh my goodness. Get some sleep. Deserved. Good night to you. Oh my goodness. Please get some good sleep though. You guys like the Iwuga so far? It's really cute. Really silly. This is gonna look so goofy. Hold on. I have to like... It's so stupid. Oh no. It would still work though, but it's like, oh god, it's gonna be so stupid looking. Oh no, it's great. It's not a bad thing. It's just like, oh boy, here we go. Just commit, Hooty. Just make the stupid emote that people want to see. Of course they want to see you look dumb. That's funny. It's funny to them. Makes them laugh. That's the funny. Good thing. Good thing. Yeah. Who got get it because he's in, oh my god. Sorry, I didn't see that the first time. Oh boy. Ahooga. I did not see that the first time. Menaces the lot of you. I mean, like, it's good though. It's good though. Come on. Here we go. What? Oh, I'm erasing. It's my bad. That's why. Hmm. I look like a slug, like a sea slug or something. But that's funny, so I'm keeping it. Hmm. Hands in 5. Okie dokie. Thank you for the reminder, though. Appreciate you. Hope you guys are having fun. If you're also drawn with us, with me, you know, it's a good time. We've been having a lot of like classic rock and like some disco today. I think that's because of ABBA on this playlist, like getting the vibe of that. And then the Spotify's like, yo, you want more disco? Here's more disco. It's like, oh, I guess so. Yeah. It's not a bad thing. I'm just like, oh, was not expecting that today. Yeah, I think this is good. This is good. Staying alive. Also, yeah, the city pop songs that get thrown in are fun. I do agree. I like those too. I like all my music that I have because it's like, I don't know. It's one where I think the more that I listen to my own stuff, I'm like, yeah, I do really just like, I do like what I like. I'm not a bad, it's not bad at all. It's not that I've ever been like ashamed of my tastes. It's more like, I don't know. I've definitely tried some music in the past that I'm like, it's not for me. Or some anime music. So goofy looking. Mm-hmm. Jealous you can't go to Nari's concerts? Way too far? Oh no. Ah, dude. It's been too long since I've gone to a concert, man. Actually, I think it's been like, I don't remember the last time I've actually been to a concert. I don't know. Because it's like, the last time I was, it was like probably before I was even thinking about college stuff. Because it's like, college stuff is where I was very much focusing on trying to maintain and like stay afloat for finances. And so like any stuff that was like not necessary, I just like almost entirely cut out. So like, yeah, it's been a hot second. Sounds are so loud. I love them, but I can't go. I've seen some like good help things with that. If you have like you would probably get like overwhelmed sense it wise. It's like concert headphones where it's like a bit more muted in a good way so that you can like still listen to the music. But yeah, sound canceling or yeah. Basically like trying to like negate as loud as it would be. Yeah. So welcome in. Hi. Hope you're having a good Monday. I knew what day it was earlier. Oh my god, I got caught up in the conversation. Hi. Oh my gosh, welcome though. Hi, Kyrie. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to not misread your name. Oh no, Kyriv. Actually, Tuesday for you already. Ah, I see. Seating saves by my traumatized. Ooh, Yeah. Used it in death when I was like, oh, doing bee parties. I see. Kyrie is the right way, yeah. Ah, nice. I was like, okay, hold on. Let me try to like read this out in my head before I like try it. Oh no. Because we just had an incident earlier today where I misread somebody's name entirely. So I didn't want to mess it up again. Another friend's, another new person's name. Oh no. Party kid forever. I do enjoy stuff, but it's like it's hard to get my ass to like actually spend money on things that are like still I know they'll be fun, but it's like are they necessary? You know? Welcome in. Hi. A raid soon. Are you spoiling a raid? Man. Hey, welcome in. Hi, raiders. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Hi, everybody, if you're just joining us. Hi, Victor. Hi. Hope you're having a nice Monday. We've been just drawing some silly emotes. I was saying earlier is that it'd be fun to have like basically a lot of my vibe is I'm decently suave with like some goofy energy mixed in. And so no, the ads at the same time the raid happened. Oh no. Ads. No. Yeah, 30 more seconds. Hi, welcome in. Sorry. Right as you rated, we run ads at the top of the hour, right? So there's no pre-roll. I do apologize that you were caught in that middle of that. That's, you know, I appreciate you. I do apologize. It's trying to avoid that so that whenever somebody new shows up, there's no ads. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. Do apologize again. Look, we've been drawing a bunch of new silly emotes, and it's been a good time. Doing an awooga emote right now. So welcome in. Hi. Love ABBA, so you fucks with it. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. Do apologize. Yeah, we run those ads so there's no pre-roll. And I try to avoid like pre-roll as much as I can. Because if you don't know anything about that stuff is like, ow. It's way worse than running the ads when we do. Where's the blush? You know, there should be a blush on this. I'm in this already. I'm like unabashedly staring. Oh my god. Hi though, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Hooty Hoo, the night owl with the nice deep voice. That's who. Just finished drawing some of my OC before I joined. Oh, let's go. Well, that's perfect then. Yeah. Welcome everybody. We have been working on new emotes, so it's very, very silly. I used to have like a lot of OCs, but once I became a VTuber, that all stopped because it's like, I'm so passionate about this one design, bro. You know? It's like, oh man, I look so good in my like one look. Like, look at this. Okay. So for those that are new, right? I have this as a full look, but with everything that goes on, it's actually a full-fledged like I'm Hooty Hoo, the night owl, and what a night owl is me. But I'm like, I dabble in arcane magics and stuff. So, love orcas. Ooh, well, that's fun. I think if it sparks joy, that's good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Trust me, I feel that. For the longest time, I was a pirate. So, you know, I've hung up the hook and, yeah. A fan chant. Ooh, like an idle thing. Yeah. I don't know. Trying to remember, because I know like little things about idle stuffs, but I don't know what would be like what would a idle chant or fan chant be. It's like a cheerleading feel-in thing, right? Like you're cheering on something like that, right? If I'm remembering. Oh, it's been so long. I used to know like way more about like idol culture things, like football. Yeah, okay. Soccer. Well, both work. I feel like I've always enjoyed whenever like whenever it's like a little bit of that stuff is, I don't know how to explain this. I'm trying to like gather my thoughts with the wording. Hold a moment as I think about this, right? But again, also, sorry, as I remember what I was going to say earlier, is if you are from the raid and you just need to vibe and you veg out and, you know, take care of yourself, appreciate you coming in by and saying hi. Hope you had a good time with, you know, the stream. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a nice Monday. Or it depends on where you are. It can already be Tuesday for a lot of people. So we're hanging out, doing a bit of art, and having a good time by just, you know, yapping about whatever comes up. Yeah. Something about Hooters. No. Oh no, we had a conversation the other day. Yeah. It's like, we can't be calling ourselves Hooters. You guys are the hooligans. That's what the little guys are. My chat mascot. Oh no. You guys are nuts. Swashbuckling wizardman. I've hung up my swashbuckling. I feel like, if anything, I just like to dabble in magic that makes my day a little easier. Like a chores being done by a magic spell, you know? Make like a spell that like does the dishes or something, right? Chant goes like hooty hoo, hoo hoo. I could see something like that. That's cute. Can I get a dishes spell? That's what I'm saying, right? Last part of the name kind of is like, ooh, true. Yeah, if it's like the last part of my name just being like a who at the end, or like oh my god, like the a woos, but like who? I don't know. A fan chant at the concert would be cute though. Yeah, you know, you can cast explode, so that's like technically getting rid of the dishes, but Maybe not what you're after, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I like the stuff involving like cute idol stuff. I feel like it's, we were saying this earlier, is that I have such a specific like vibe that I almost feel like I'm Gap Moe because of it. Like I'm very goofy as a as a dude that is a VTuber, that I just enjoy like how silly I am, but I like being suave at the same time. So I don't know, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that's such a cool combo. Oh my god. Lurking, going crazy casting spells. What the heck? That's cool as hell. Sorry, that emote combo made it look like even cooler than I expected there. Wow. Damn, bro, damn. Okay. Making me look even cooler than I am. I don't even think I'm that cool at all. So I'm like, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. Are you trying for partner? Eventually. It's not like I do any sort of partner push stuff. I feel like that can be like really taxing. I've seen like people do sort of pushes for that. I think it's the type of thing that it happens when it happens, you know? Ow. So it's like, you know. Mm, yeah. Not that cool. Well, it's like, okay. I got like to make some cool stuff that's worthwhile, right? Like I want to make some stuff that's like really cool, right? Your favorite combo is like the ferret spin and the cast. That's cute, actually. Yeah. But yeah, what would you do if you could cast a spell there, right? I don't know. Yeah, if you are new here, I am Hooty Hoo. I cast spells, I dabble in magic. It's a thing. Gun. Magic missile. Non-magic missile. And it's just an RPG. Oh shit. Kaboom! Non-magic missile. Hmm. That would be an interesting one. I think at least. Yeah. The ones we have are like Mage Hand or Hoot Dog. I cast Hoot Dog. That's right. Oh my god, that's so cute. Scrunch. An estrogen spell? Oh my god. Poor person in the between the fire and water there. Oh my god. Yeah, if you know what? With the power of magic. I know I have like the gender bending potion. Yeah, you could be whatever you want to look like. Hell yeah. A Frankenstein with those emotes. It's fun though. Yeah. I love when people have like interesting combos. No shot this song's playing. Oh my god. It's been so long since I've heard this song. What the cast Big Booba. That's crazy. What the? I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Holy. Give the gender fluid. I don't personally own any, I'm sorry, but I'm certain there's a lot of sources out there. Mm-hmm. Cast a big booba is crazy, bro. I don't know. Not complaining, I'm just saying that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Shush. Her poor back. I'll cast explode and turn you into like minced meat, okay, buddy? If I see one more comment of her poor back, I swear to God. I'm getting HR. Hoot resources. Is this the theme song of Super Animal Royale? I think it might be in that game. I don't know for sure. I know that there's like different versions too with like, I think it was like Green Day might have did like their own version or something, but it was like some people had their opinions, yeah. It's nearly done. I think I just wanted to do like the final touches here. Don't worry. Super Animal Royale mentioned. I never played a lot of it. There was friends of mine that played a bit. Some of my friends also. This feels like a flex, and I don't like when it happens this way, but it's that I have friends that have skins in that game. And it's like, yeah. The vtubers have skins in Super Animal Royale, and I'm like, that's right. Oh my god, I forgot. Spell that can take away Hootet's power. I want. Now that's going too far. I mean, to each its own. I don't think it's a bad thing, no matter. It's not showing off, it's being proud of your friends. I think that's true, yeah. I think it's very fun that they had the VG Bonds have, you know, some stuff in that game. They're very sweet to me, so I'm like, man. Only cast with consent. True. All spells like that. Very much. Yeah. Spell that. This is very silly. Ever played the Super Monkey Ball? I did when I was a kid. I haven't played it in a long time though. Sorry if I just caught your message. Like to try to make sure I don't miss anything. My bad. It's been a while. Also, hi Tommy. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Yeah, Super Monkey Ball is very fun. I know that there was like a recent game, right? Test. I cast testicular torsion. Oh my god, bro. Crazy. Oh no, bro. think this emote is done though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys feeling this fun emote? I think it's good. Yeah. I think it's good. Wizard duel. Oh my god. That's cute. Yeah, I think the only thing is like, I've been trying to do something with the eyes, but I think it's like without any of those irises was way better. Love seeing those wizard animations. Dude, those TikToks and you like the shorts that have like the animations, the mini animations are so funny. Oh my god, it's so good. I kind of would love to basically like have something of that, but of myself. You know what I mean? Because that would be so fun. Does that work? You do. Also, don't worry. Appreciate you lurking, being here. Pretty cool. Well, welcome in. Hi. Appreciate that. We've been having nice vibes today. Art's very good. Yeah. Great example of my art is the booba emote that I've been doing here, of course. You know what? I don't mind. Welcome in. A lot of fun new faces, though. I very much appreciate you guys. Hope you guys are having a nice Monday or Tuesday, because again, yeah, it's past midnight on certain parts of the world, bro. What if Hooty becomes an animator? I've done some animations. The yata and the I cast emotes are my own animations, but it's like very, very minimal. Has anyone seen those D&D animated shorts? Depends on if there's like a campaign that you're thinking of or something. I will call this one Awooga so it doesn't get claimed by Twitch. You know? Here we go. Awooga. Yeah. Oh, Legends of Avernus is so funny. Oh my god. Holy, those guys are great. Oh my god. Ah, they're so funny. Instead of a wooga, a hoota. Well, it's to be easily recognized. We could call something else a hoota. But I feel like if we're calling it an emote name, maybe not that specifically. I forgot the shirt. Oh my god, that's my bad. This is why we check for the transparencies. Oh shit. Yeah, there was like a new thing with Legends of Avernus that's also like a really cool animation. I just remembered that too. Yeah, not just like the cute, funny animations, but there's like the fun, like it's a really cool animations too. So I don't know. It's kind of neat knowing that like a lot more people have been enjoying stuff like tabletop gaming, because it's like, I don't know. It's always been such a super nerdy hobby and stuff that I'm like, oh, you know. But it's like basically just playing pretend with your friends. It's really cool. Like, you know, it's a good time. Here we go. It's been, you know, that being said though, is that I have not played, you know, tabletop Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like it for a very unfortunately long time. I gotta like try to find a way to do that as a bit again eventually, bro. The emote be on the Discord? Yes. Since it'll be a Twitch emote, it should also then transfer to the Discord. Yes. Yeah. So if you're heading to bed, appreciate you. Good night. Appreciate you hanging out at any point. Just even lurking. Very appreciated. Yeah. General is the stigma in the 80s. I think that's probably a good part of it too, yeah. I've seen some people like try to push back against it because they like, I don't know, some people like gatekeeping. Yeah. To be switching it with? Don't you fret. I have already taken care of it, basically. There has been emotes that have been removed that nobody's mentioned, so that means they're already being replaced. Crazy. Here we go. Here we go. Miss Heaven, you got it. You found out which ones. Yeah, most people have not been using PogU and PogMe, but I don't know. It's one of the ones that most people weren't using. Use them. Hi, okay. We could have it so that they were on 17 instead. I think that would be still fun. I'll give them to Cinna so that she can put them on 7TV. Because if they're not on the Twitch, then it's still nice to have something like those. Yeah, if you would like, I can do that. Was wondering which ones were removed. It's all good. Don't worry. I've been silly about it. There you go. So the Awuga should be here now. So if you don't see it, you can refresh and it should be there. Oh my god. It's so goofy. It's so goofy. Hey boy. Oh boy. A little hard to see the hair. A little bit. You're right. I'm like, if I were to fix this up a bit more even. So I have an idea. Okay. This is why we workshop it, right? This is what we do. I had an idea if I were to do it more, is that have it be like basically this. Like just the face. Right? I think that could be helpful so that it's like easier for the bigger details, right? Even though I spent some time on things, I want a clearer emote, right? I think that might help. That might help. Going into the emote rabbit hole. I do like emotes in a lot of way. It's so fun. Okay. How's about? There we go. I know that the hair might still be hard to see, but I think this might help just see this, like, the things going on. There you go. If you guys refresh again, it should be the updated here. There you go. How do you guys feel about that? Much better. I kind of agree. I think maybe the problem is like my hair is always pretty dark. So maybe I'd have to like do like a little more desaturated like this one. But yeah, realize the notch in the ear. Yeah. I do have, we were talking about that story earlier. A lot better. Now you also have the Pog You and Pog Me on the on 7TV. There you go. Very, very silly. I would have to refresh on my side. But yeah. Twitch is being weird. Oh no. That's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. I'm just like making sure there's like the different versions just in case. Nice. Good. But yeah, I have a little notch in my ear. For those that didn't know, that it's because I'm clumsy. That's more than anything. It's an accident from adventuring, and not because I'm clumsy, actually. I don't want to disclose the details again. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Oh boy. Don't see it. It might take a tiny bit of time to refresh, but it will be there. It'll take a little bit, yeah. I want to use it on Hyuna's art. Oh, is there new art? I'll have to check in after the stream. But guys, appreciate you. I think this will be where we call it today, because we've been going for 3.5 hours or so. I don't want to like overdo it because we're going to be back tomorrow. But today was a lot of fun. Today was a good time. I appreciate you guys hanging out. You get some new emotes and everything today. So hell yeah. Yeah. Today was great. I had a great time. I did. But let me see. Let me see. Would you want to say hi to... Let me look. We have a few people that we could say hi to. I'm just looking around. Hold a moment. One last flamethrower for the road. It's a very good combo. I need to find like... If I had like a few more like that on the 7TV and stuff, it would be kind of fun. How's about? I'm trying to decide. Do we want to say hi to somebody playing Vintage Story? Or do we want to say hi to somebody it's been a little bit? I don't know. It's like, there's a few friends on playing that, like, it's been a bit? Yeah, okay. Okay. I think here's a good combo here. A little of column A and B is somebody that we, you know, can we do this? Do they let, I don't know if they let us. No, I'll just, next time. There's somebody else that I thought would be fun, but let me say hi to a friend we haven't for a while. Who's having a silly time with some friends. But appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, join the Discord, follow the stream. If you haven't already, follow my other socials, because, you know, we've been wanting to do a lot more stuff with, you know, videos and stuff too. So eventually that'll happen there. But thank you so much for good vibes. Again, I was saying streams have been really, really nice and super cool. So legitimately, you mean a whole lot to me for making the vibes that much better. Thank you guys. Thank you. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be either playing Pragmata or another game, depending on the vibe. There's other games that I think would be fun to have like a one-off day. As always, I appreciate you. I love you guys so much. And you mean a whole lot to me, okay? Take care of yourself. Good night. Good night.